Senate Intel report confirms Russia aimed to help Trump in 2016.
Here's a summary of the article.
Senator Mark Warner, the committee's vice chairman, praised the intelligence agency's unbiased and professional work, and warned that there was no reason to doubt that the Russians' success in 2016 is leading them to try again in 2020. The report devotes additional attention to the disagreements among some intelligence agencies about the Russian government's intentions in meddling in the 2016 campaign. Beyond its possible political impact, the report represents a confidence booster to the country's intelligence community at a time of great uncertainty. The president is still rejecting intelligence officials' more recent warnings, delivered to lawmakers last month, that Russia is interfering in this year's election and that Moscow has a preference for Trump. The change set off more personnel moves that prompted fears among career clandestine officials of a widespread loyalty purge, a suspicion that was heightened earlier this month when Trump fired Michael Atkinson, the intelligence community's inspector general, who had first alerted the Congressional Intelligence Committees about the whistleblower complaint. The latest report from the Senate panel is a bipartisan endorsement of a conclusion that had been called into question by Republicans on the House Intelligence Committee. The GOP lawmakers said in their own report in 2018 that the intelligence agencies failed to employ proper tradecraft when officials concluded Russia came to support Trump's candidacy.
This post received a score of 53,000, with an upvote ratio of 81%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Well, Putin sure got the chaos, destruction and destabilization he wanted.
Monkey paw curls as oil prices have plunged below zero.
Ha ha. Nelson.
Tall guy gets out of small car. Would you like it if I laughed at your misfortune?
Do you find something comical about my appearance?
Username checks out. A bipartisan committee came to this conclusion.
A bipartisan Senate committee also said Trump's Ukraine theory was bullshit. So Senate Republicans, tell me again why Trump is innocent?
Don't you know? Many Republicans in the Senate changed their argument to, yes, Trump was guilty, but it's not worth removing him from office. Apparently blacking foreign leaders to get them to interfere with our elections, covering it up, and lying to the American people about it isn't an impeachable offense. But lying about a blowjob is. Edit, I clearly meant to say blackmailing, not blacking here. Gonna keep it though for funsies.
But that lie was under oath, so since Trump never appeared in court to say any of these things, it wasn't lying under oath. So he's fine. Angery.
So, we should still remove a Russian plant though, as well as any appointments made by him as those are compromised as well. We should also annul all policies as those were probably done with malice, gutting EPA for example.
Unfortunately, since it's not just a Russian plant, there are some who genuinely did want him as a president without the meddling. It would require another extensive and lengthy investigation to determine which appointments were in line with the will of the people and which were not. I personally disagree with many of the appointments, but that doesn't mean it falls out of line with the general will of the people. Politics are dumb like that.
I think at minimum all appointments should be reconfirmed after the election by the new Senate.
Seriously, how many fucking times does this need to be reported for people to realize it's true? That's not meant to be rhetorical.
I thought it was common knowledge. The important question is whether Trump knew, participated.
It's not. The waters of truth have become so muddied that you could ask a statistically significant number of Republican voters if this was true and they would still not believe it. Whether he knew and approved of it, tacitly or otherwise, is of course more disturbing and outright treasonous, but following the conclusions of the Mueller investigation, this will never result in anything.
A statistically significant number of Republican voters still think Obama is a Kenyan-born Muslim. Feels over Reals.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.